What is going on, guys? We are back with another video in the Packers Primetime franchise. Of course, it is Week 13, and I'm still sick. And no, I'm not pre-recording these videos. Well, I mean, I kind of am, because I'm not, uploading them the moment. This isn't a stream. But if you guys want to know, the Packers lost 26-17 against the Saints, which I can't remember if we won. Did we win? We played the Saints already, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if we won or not, but of course, we lost to Lance in a terrible manner, in which I actually rage quit the game. It was ugly. Lance destroyed us, and the league was in shambles, and everything was just going wrong, which is why I left mainly, other than being butthurt as hell. But I left the game as well because the league was in shambles. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we can get away with something. But of course, anytime in the future, if I do quit, I'm just going to personally leave. Just like EA should leave football games to a proper developer. As you can see there, we got the glitch again where we're forced to run. Speaking of forced to run all the time in the world, but that's probably because no one's open. Throwing off our back foot, Jordy's open. And believe it or not, they're going to call that a first down play, which is clearly not the case. It is not a first down, but we'll take it anyways. Backpedaling as usual. Devontae Adams looked like he had him beat, but apparently not. It was almost picked off. Luckily, it was overthrown. Just a lot of uncharacteristic things from Packers players. And under pressure, really not under pressure, pressuring myself really into throwing a pick. Those routes, they look open, but at the end of the day, they're really not. In B, you can't jump in front of them anymore like you used to in previous Maddens. So those throws, you're pretty much a statue, and you're not, any throw basically in this game, you're pretty much a statue as the receiver. But luckily for us, off the interception, they appear to be able to do nothing with it, except for the field goal. 3 points, down by 3, which is alright. Could have been much worse. Jordy Nelson getting the first down catch there. Aaron Rodgers off to a pretty rough start. And under pressure, going to throw a dart to Ty Montgomery. He's going to get 5 yards. Had A open, but with the pressure off the back foot, very unlikely to get that there. Ty Montgomery up the middle, and he's breaking tackles. He's into the 30, the 25-20, 10 touchdown. Ty Montgomery finally breaking off a huge run under his own power, really, too. He broke 2 guys off for the score. That is an impressive play. Jameis Winston going for the first down and getting very close to it. 3rd and 1. Can the defense stop once again? And almost, not quite though. Gets about 4 yards on the play, so that's a conversion. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. I already mentioned that. Had to do a little edit there. 1st and 10 again. Still 1st and 10. Another 1st and 10. But I'm having struggly times with these with this recording because you forget that where your mouth or your nose is so dry that you get like this. Oh, there's a fumble on the play on the sack. And it's recovered by Nicholson, I believe. And it's just like, it comes back, like your voice is just like you're deep throating a pickle. I don't know. But it's just like, you ever get, I know I can't be the only person that gets that, but it is horrendous. What a spin move by Ty Montgomery, making some plays in this game. Already 66 yards on the ground. 2nd and 2. Got a little bit of room. Look at the throw on the run. Martellus Bennett getting a huge play there down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Going to go with an end around. Last week it was Cobb. This week it's Adams. And he gets next to nothing, gaining a yard. I do need to come out with more, not really trick plays, but something to throw the defense off. 2nd and goal from the 6. Going to run the ball here. Very unexpected from us. And we score a touchdown up the middle. Great blocks inside. Great acceleration by Ty Montgomery. And I could feel that, it's coming. It's coming back, and oh my god, speaking of coming back, the ball is coming back, and Rollins is taking it into the end zone for a score. William Gay with a huge hit. I believe 2 forced fumbles now from William Gay, if I'm not mistaken, unless he recovered the first one. Either way, all over the ball today. Maybe he can get himself an interception. Who knows? But we missed an extra point on if it was that player or the previous one, but still, oh, look at the bait by Nicholson. I almost said Benardrick because that's who we usually use her. And using the play action off that end around, maybe it'll work out. Outside, close. Could have had a chance at a pick, but also a chance at a catch. Kendricks obviously not going to make that one. That's a tough one to make. 3rd and 7, already up 17. What can we do here? Rolling to the left. Still rolling to the left. Rolling to the left, and nothing to do with the ball other than take it down to the turf. Really not turf because we're in Lambeau, but we do have to punt the ball, of course. Down to the 20-yard line. Winston rolling out just like we have all game. Throwing the ball away. Close to getting the sack there, but not quite. 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Half of the second quarter gone. And it's going to be a sack from Gary, the guy who replaced Najee Harris last week. He's doing pretty good in his new role as well. 3rd and 16 right into our user. But it is overthrown, luckily for him, because that most likely would have been picked. 1st and 10. Rodgers to the right, and you might call it an excuse, call it whatever you want. My right bumper actually broke off there. It actually broke off. I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but most of the videos this week I mentioned that my right bumper is broken off, and I'm using an old controller that I have no idea the issues with. And here's just bad play by us. I mean, I'm a little distracted by the right bumper issue, but just bad defense by us there. Maybe he can take advantage of our mistakes, our violence with the controller, and look at that play. Nicholson getting in there for a sack. I believe that's his, first sack, a fumble recovery, and a pick this game potentially. To the outside, 3rd and 13. Great throw to get that in there. My voice, my mouth, my breath is starting to disappear again. Over the middle, getting the pick with Jeromepkr, getting some room. Look at the spin move. Ooh, one man to beat. Deshaun Jackson probably would have caught us anyways, but that is an interception. 2nd on the game with McKinney, I believe. Either way, lots of interceptions. Aaron Rodgers there taking off, getting a lot of room to the outside. Both quarterbacks, tons of room from the pass rush. No pressure really at all. And we're going to take a shot. Martellus Bennett had a chance there, but does not corral that one. I just fingered my nostrils, so hopefully I'm not as dry. Oh, God, it's coming back. Oh, it's terrible. 2nd and 10, Ty Montgomery open. Gets a 1st down and a little bit more. Clock is continuing to drain, so stupid that Ty continues to stay up when he should just give himself up there. 1st and 10 to the outside. The curl is wide open there, and somehow Rodgers misses. EA, what are you doing? Rodgers would never miss one of those. I mean, maybe now because his collarbone is, destroyed. 2nd and 10, though, over the middle. You can see Devontae's open, and he gets out of bounds. A late hit there. As a nice guy, I decided to decline this one. 20-3, and looking for a touchdown. Can we even find anyone open? Rolling out to the right. Thought we had a guy open, and it was almost picked. Decent bait there. Couldn't get his feet down. 3rd and 6. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Rolling out to the right. Aaron Rodgers fights and stays in bounds, so we lose the clock and go to the second half, which is really unrealistic because I don't know why Rodgers would be fighting for the ball like that, but still up by 17, and I believe Jeromepkr with a pick on his own gives him his 2nd pick of the game. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10 actually. Looking like we're going to be running the ball here with Ty Montgomery. That we do, getting a little bit of a lane. And the problem with me is I know you're not supposed to pour it on and completely dominate with, oh, there we go, Ty Montgomery wide open. I know you're not supposed to dominate. Oh, look at him go. I know you're not supposed to run up the score or whatnot, but 20-3 really isn't even that high of a score, especially middle of the 3rd. So, not saying we're even up for the challenge, but in the future, I definitely want to. Look at all the time Rodgers has. He's going to run, getting the 1st down, almost the touchdown. Doesn't fumble, doesn't get hurt. That is perfect. But in the future, I definitely want to, put the game away better, just in case, because we did get a touchdown there. But just in case, you never know. This game, it could make a comeback. 27-3 is nice, but 4 minutes in the 3rd in Madden is still plenty of time. Winston going to take a shot deep. Dix is there, and Dix does make the play. Great interception. Lots of picks, and my nose is going to kill me. Pitch to the outside with Ty Montgomery, and Ty Montgomery throwing a guy aside. Having himself a great game. Almost 100 yards rushing, I believe. 3rd and 2 now. We're going to run the ball. It would appear that we are, and we're going to get the lane. Almost the touchdown there. Very close to 100 yards. Can we get it? Already with 2 touchdowns as well. Actually, maybe 3. 3rd and 11. Going to throw to the outside short. and get next to nothing on the play. Of course, a punt, I believe, to Deshaun Jackson. He's got room to the outside. Spin move, cut move. He's got room to the 40, 45, 50, down to about the 45-yard line. Great tackle by us. Touchdown, maybe even game-saving tackle. You never know what a kick return touchdown / punt return touchdown can do to spark a team to make a comeback. 1st and 10. Last play of the third quarter, most likely. Huge hit, fumble. Goes out of bounds, actually 1 second left. And he's going to hike it with 4 yards needed from the 27-yard line. Rolling out to the right. Winston, great throw on the run. And a great possession catch by, I believe, Deshaun Jackson there. Start of the fourth quarter. Still up 24 points. 1st and goal from the 8. Running, and he's going to get sacked there on the play by Mike Daniels, who's been good for almost 1 a game as of the last few games. Going to attempt this dry bowl 2017. This has been the worst video I've ever had to make. And Brendan McKinney, oh my god, my words are stroking out as well, gets his 3rd pick of the game. 2 of them user by us. 1, I believe it was an early unlucky button press. And this should be enough to get tied to 100 yards. And we're going to dive down early. 2nd and 17 after, I think, was a failed pitch play, if I'm not mistaken. Going to give Aaron Jones a chance. And look at Aaron Jones. Look at Aaron Jones. A lot of people have been saying for me to start him just because he's been doing well in real life, but Ty Montgomery and Madden is clearly the better option, not even a question. Aaron Jones is nice and all, and he'll probably be our number 2 for a long time, but clearly, you know, Ty Montgomery only being like 2 years older with quick development already and better stats and speed and whatnot, clearly the better option. Nick Perry with his 2nd sack of the game, which I believe puts him at 11 on the year. Pretty damn good sack total from him. Could, you know, maybe reach almost 20 by the end of the season. And they're a huge play breaking into the open field are the Buccaneers, down 24. I mean, the game's pretty much wrapped up. Gonna show you guys the results. Couple of decent plays here and there for both teams. You know, defense has just been really good. I believe after this game we are ranked number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Over the middle, great coverage there. I've been pretty much playing pass rush because I already have 3 picks with McKinney, and you know, why not try a new thing here and there? And look at the play. 2nd and 10, what a dot. But I switch off with whoever it was, and I do push him out of bounds, which doesn't get that right or left foot. I can't remember. I think it was the left foot in. 3rd and 10, Demarius Randall has a pick 6, and probably the unrealistic move there. CFM way. I do slide down because I don't want to run up the score. Probably should have taken it in because that is very unrealistic. Aaron Jones, though, gets a chance on offense. And there we go. I fumble trying to slide, but of course I accidentally celebrate. Finishing with a pretty exciting play to push us towards another victory, which puts us at a total of 7-5. The 2nd team in the division is now at 6-6. The NFC side is a little bit more competitive, so basically the only way an NFL, or most likely an NFL North team, NFC North team, makes it to the playoffs is through winning the division. So we have a 1-game lead, technically a little bit more since we have 4-0 on the division. No one can catch up to us with divisional wins, I believe. So that is a nice head start to have, and hopefully that's good enough to get the job done. If we win 3 more games, we are automatically in the playoffs, which is something that we should note. And there, looking at the stats, nothing too crazy. Did have a great rushing game. Also did have 8 takeaways. That's the crazy part. Rodgers not having a great game. Passer rating of 35, but when your ground game can get it done, it's all you need sometimes. And Jesus, nothing's going right for me as a commentator today. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Next game, I believe, is against the Browns. You know, in real life, that's a gimme, but in CFM versus users, nothing is a gimme. We also, of course, after that, play the Panthers, Vikings, and I believe the Detroit Lions. So, not an easy task, but it is doable. On the other hand, the Bears have quite possibly 4 straight wins on their record board. But, like I said, 3 wins, and we are in to the playoffs. 3 of 4, that's tough. But anyways, love you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!